Residential customers make up a large portion of any pest control company's business. Here at their home, you will need to use treatments and products that will reduce pest populations and callbacks, and ones that will be effective for everyone living here. Gentrol Insect Growth Regulator, or IGR, is the perfect complement to your current residential pest control program. The low toxicity, extended residual, and ability to halt the pest reproductive cycle creates satisfied customers and successful pest control technicians. The most common target insects for insect growth regulators found inside a home are cockroaches and stored product pests. Bed bugs can also infest the residence. Return to the main menu and watch the program on hotel rooms for more detailed information on bed bug treatment. Let's do an inspection and see what we've got. In these areas, the living room and the kitchen, we most likely find two kinds of insects that are tough to control. Roaches and stored product pests hide in small places and have a rapid reproductive cycle. Roaches crawl around in the dark in search of food and water sources. They enter living areas through cracks in the floors or walls, and since they spend most of their time in these voids, many of them can easily dodge typical pest control treatments. You might see them almost anywhere in the house, but their favorite hangouts are in the living room, kitchen, dining areas, and basements. Quite often, a welcome mat is rolled out in the kitchen for many types of pests just because there's easy access to food in this area of the house. Stored product pests eat and live in their food sources, which are found in the kitchen. Insects like Indian meal moths and flour beetles love products like pasta, rice, and flour. They can take up residence and contaminate these products if they aren't stored properly or if spills aren't cleaned up. Any containers with evidence of infestation should be thrown out in the outside trash can. After a thorough inspection, it's important to have a sincere, direct talk with your customer before beginning any treatment plan. They should understand that the success of their pest control treatment depends on the prep work they do before any product is applied. Walk through the home with the customer and point out things that they can do to get rid of their pest problems. In the kitchen, talk to your customer about tightly closing open bags, cans, or boxes of flour, pasta, rice, or cereal. Plastic resealable containers or bags with tight-fitting lids are a good option. Ask them to clean up spills as soon as possible. Keeping all surfaces free of food particles will greatly reduce the pest population. Cleanliness is an important tool for cockroach control, and frequent vacuuming is a good way to eliminate roaches' food sources. Remind your customer that cockroaches like to harbor in cracks, crevices, and wall voids. Sealing them with caulk is an important step before treatment begins. While you're talking about the things your customer can do to reduce the pest population, you should also discuss insects' life cycle. You don't need to go into the detail that I did in the introduction, but they do need to know that roaches and stored product pests can spend days or weeks in each stage of their life cycle. Gentrol IGR attacks them at the beginning, the nymph or larval stage. This way, you provide long-term peace of mind to your customers. After our customer preps the house, we're ready to begin. Treatment day has arrived. The living areas and kitchen have been cleaned. We're ready to start. As with any pest treatment, remove any pets from the area, cover any fish tanks, and temporarily turn off their pumps. IGR is labeled for use in the kitchen and food storage areas. Ask your customer to remove exposed food items before treatment. Food preparation surfaces should be covered before treatment begins, or they must be cleaned after treatment. In most cases, Gentrol should not be the only product you use to control an entire pest population. It is specifically designed to complement your existing treatment programs. Gentrol is the ideal partner with an adulticide because it disrupts the life cycle of pests by preventing reproduction. Gentrol causes sterility in insects like cockroaches and prevents pupae from becoming adults in moths and flies. Your baiting program will be more successful too, because when adult egg-bearing female cockroaches come in contact with hydroprene, the active ingredient in Gentrol, they are often stimulated to feed. You can't always get all the pests with an adulticide, so Gentrol gives peace of mind from rebound infestation and any pests that could invade later on. Let's take a look at how products from Zoicon's Gentrol Insect Growth Regulator line are used in this home. Check with your service manager or pest control manual about how to apply Gentrol products in conjunction with other pesticides and baits, following your company's treatment protocol. Gentrol IGR controls cockroaches and stored product pests. There's no need to switch to another formulation or product. Gentrol aerosol is great for use in living areas and the kitchen. It provides long-term control with low toxicity and odor. Apply Gentrol aerosol with a sweeping motion 10 to 12 inches from the surface you want to treat. You will be able to see the foam dissipate, making it easy to spot any missed areas. Use the extension tube for cracks, crevices, and hard-to-reach areas like wall voids, moldings, closets, and behind and under appliances and furniture. Because the spray is heavier than air, it will move into voids to reach any hidden pests. The hydropene molecules can attach to organic matter, including the pests themselves. Gentrol concentrate is an effective, long-lasting concentrate for compressed air sprayers. You can also tank mix Gentrol concentrate with a residual adulticide and do 2 jobs at once. Always follow the label that has the more stringent guidelines when mixing. For areas of the home with heavy infestations, use Gentrol concentrate as a fogging agent. Treat the floor with a sweeping motion, then treat the cracks and crevices in and around all furniture, especially those with upholstery, but don't spray the cushions. Spot treat around windows, under appliances and equipment, and in wall junctions, using the pin stream setting on the sprayer or the aerosol's extension tube. The Gentrol IGR concentrate controls many species of pests in the kitchen, including stored product pests like the Indian meal moth and flower beetles we talked about earlier, plus the cockroaches that live here as well. There's no need to switch products. You may want to consider a unique type of IGR product for the pantry though. Gentrol Point Source is an excellent choice for treating cockroaches and stored product pests in smaller areas where food is close by and spraying isn't acceptable. This handy device can be placed almost. It's good for sensitive areas and will cover an area up to 75 square feet. Roaches and stored product pests do not need to come in contact with the disc to feel its effects, and Gentrol Point Source provides 90 days of control. As an added precaution though, be sure to check that all containers, boxes, or bags of food are securely closed before activating Gentrol Point Source devices in the pantry. Do not place the device within the reach of children or in direct contact with food preparation areas. Devices should be kept at least 3 feet from exposed food. Here's a good place for a Gentrol Point Source device. Mark the month of the service on the outer ring, then activate it by pressing firmly on the pouch on the side of the device until a snapping sound is heard. This means the contents of the capsule have been released. You can place the device horizontally or vertically by removing the paper backing from the sticky pad and pressing firmly onto a clean surface. The treatment for this house is now complete. After the area is dry, furniture can be moved back into place. Describe all the treatments you performed today to your customer and then set up an appointment for a follow-up visit. Remind your customer that there are some things they must do to help maintain their soon-to-be pest-free environment. If food preparation or countertops were not covered during treatment, a thorough cleaning of these areas must take place. Sanitation should always be a top priority because even the most thorough pest treatment will fail if the areas aren't free of food sources for pests. Complete any paperwork before you leave the residence and give your customer some information about the Gentrol products that you used. It will assure them that their pest problems are under control. If you have any questions about Gentrol products or the application process, please contact your Gentrol representative. Visit our website at zoicon.com or call 1-800-248-7763. Thanks for using Gentrol IGRs, the smart way to prevent future infestations. If you'd like to view programs about Gentrol IGRs in the commercial kitchen, restaurant and bar, or hotel room, please return to the main menu.